Hey there guys, and welcome back to my channel Sierra with Love, and today we're talking about another ADC champion, which his name is Jhin. So Jhin is, no wonder Jhin is broken and busted in this 4.2 patch because of all these adjustments that Riot Games made and dealt to him, and also because of the arrival of the collector. I already know that you saw a lot of videos, or maybe know about the collector stuff, but if you did not, this collector item executes the low HP enemies. If their HP goes below 5%, they got executed, and this makes this item really broken. By the way, write in the comments your thoughts about this item, because I'm not sure if I'm happy because of this, because it made the game kinda less fun. But why I feel this way, let's talk about it a bit later, because now let's concentrate on Jhin. So Jhin is a difficult ADC, one of the most difficult ADC out there, I think, because his gameplay style and his mechanics, they differ from another ADC such as Tristana, Ashe, Jinx, and just any other ADC, because it's just different. Because his passive makes him shoot only 4 times. After he shoots 4 times, he needs to reload his gun to be able to shoot again. And also his last shot deals critical damage, critical strike. So this is important thing to know about Jhin, and if you want to be good at Jhin, you really want to know how to hit that last 4th shot effectively to deal good damage to your enemy in a laning phase. His first ability, by the way, is a good poking ability as well. If you last hit a minion or last hit a champion with your first ability, it's a grenade, and if you throw it to last hit a minion, as I said before, or a champion, it hits up to 4 targets. So if you want to get the maximum of this ability, you want to shoot it on the to last hit the minion, if you are on a laning phase, for example. This I will get my first kill. Poor Xin, he doesn't know what is awaiting for him, because in this game I will get 12 kills and I will get also MVP. Although I didn't play Jhin for a while already, I still... That was really stupid. That was really stupid. I thought maybe she will not use her abilities just in case, and I just stayed there. But you don't do it. You don't do it. You need to be safer, and you need to know that you are safe 100% before you recall, especially when you have 1 HP. So it was really stupid of me. So in this game, okay, I'll talk about it later. Let's continue talking about Jhin. So his most important ability is his second ability, because his second ability stuns an enemy for 1.25 seconds after you or your ally hit an enemy with your or his attack or ability. Only after that you will be able to stun an enemy with your second ability. And also, if you stunned an enemy with your second ability, you also gain a brief movement speed, which helps you to or escape from an enemy if you stunned a chasing after you, I don't know, whoever, because you gain movement speed, you can escape from him, or you can chase yourself. That was, for example, a good example of using the second ability right. So I hit her, I stunned her, and now she's dead. She didn't have much chance because we were 3 and they were only 2. But again, if you want to be good at Jhin, if you want to master Jhin, if you want to be a pro player as a Jhin, you really want to master the second ability. You want to predict where the enemy is about to go to be able to hit your second ability right. Because if you will auto-aim your second ability, it will not work every time. Because you auto-aim it straight, it doesn't auto-aim, it doesn't follow the enemy, you know what I mean? So you really want to aim it yourself, manually. You need to learn how to aim it manually. That's why Jhin is not easy. That is why Jhin is difficult. You really want to predict where the enemy is going. And you know why this ability also is really difficult? Because you shoot it with a delay. So there is a delay before you shoot your second ability, actually. That's why you need to calculate everything. You see? It's a delay, and then only Jhin hits the ability. By the way, even if the enemy hit and step on your lotus on your third ability, this is your trap, by the way, which slows the enemies. And also it reveals the enemy in the bush, for example. By the way, here, look. Look. Nami was stupid here because she returned to me because, well, I don't blame her. She wanted to help me in the team fight, but she didn't really need to do it because I got this. I got this, Nami. Yeah, I already got 4 kills. You know, Jhin is very, this is important thing. Jhin is very strong early game. Zeri is very weak early game. So you want to use this advantage and you want to abuse your strength, early game strength. You want to abuse it. You want to be aggressive. You want to be aggressive no matter what. Because if you are behind with your farm and gold, it will be more difficult for you to deal damage in late game. Although in this patch it's kinda easier to play any ADC because of these new items, and because they buffed the attack range of all ADCs and attack damage. For example, they buffed Jhin, in particular his attack damage and his range also. So you really want to hit your abilities. You really want to hit your abilities. And by the way, his traps, his lotus traps, his third ability now can be hit automatically. So before, when you clicked on your third ability, it would just landed, I don't know, randomly, or right under you, or in the bush, or just it didn't auto aim to the enemy. But now in this patch 4.2, it auto aims to the enemy when you hit your third ability. But I anyway don't use it. And by the way, about second ability, the important thing, it shoots through the minions. It shoots through the minions. And it stops right after it hits the first enemy, the first champion. Not minion, but champion. So this kind of makes this ability a little bit more, less difficult. A little bit less difficult, but still it's a difficult ability. It's a difficult ability which you need to master to be a good Jhin. And now guess what? Now I have the collector, guys. Now I have the collector. And I want to talk about the collector a little bit with you because this is just broken. So the collector gives you it gives you 40 attack damage. It gives you 25% critical strike chance, and it also gives you 10 armor penetration. Guys, armor penetration. And it also executes an enemy when your next attack is about to deal damage, which will leave your enemy below 5% health. You know how it works? So if your next attack will leave your enemy below 5% health, maximum health, then the collector will trigger the execution passive. See how it works? So this is crazy. This is just crazy. I don't know. I think Riot Games should nerf it for sure. They should nerf it 100% because now I feel like the game became kinda easier, but at the same time more difficult because everybody now is building the collector. Not only ADC is building a collector, also Zed building the collector, also Yasuo building the collector, and Yone, and everybody is building the collector because it's just so nice item. It's just nice on everyone. Yeah, that was not good. Ultimate, by the way, let's talk a little bit about Jhin's ultimate. So his ultimate has this huge range which helps you to make yourself in a safe position to hit your 4 shots and not be killed, not get killed. I'm sorry, my English. But I see so many Jhins that just come to an enemy, stand right in front of the enemy and start using their ultimates. That is the stupidest thing you can ever do as a Jhin. That's the main mistake that bad Jhin players do. By the way, let's watch this team fight because this is a beautiful team fight. They were in the bush, I hit them, I used my trap, I stunned them with my second ability and then I executed them with the collector because my next ability would leave her with below 5% of HP. This was a great example of Jhin's playstyle. By the way, I also executed Xin. This collector even doesn't have a cooldown or what, or I don't understand. Champion kills grant, it also gives you gold, guys. The collector also gives you gold. It's written then that the champion kills grant an additional 25 gold. You also get gold after that, after you execute an enemy. So it's not enough only to execute, it's not enough. You also need to earn some money from this. Okay, so I didn't ult here because you know why I didn't ult here? Because you need to be sure that you are safe when you ult. Because they were chasing after us and if I use my ult there, I would be dead. Because they would just run towards me and they would just catch me and kill me. Because when you ult, you are very vulnerable. It's very easy to kill Jhin when he is ulting. It's super easy to kill Jhin when he is ulting, so don't make that mistakes, guys. This is really stupid. You really want to go to the bush or you want to hide somewhere behind the wall or you want to know that your team is surrounding you just to support you when you want to ult, but never ult right in front of the enemy because it's really the stupidest thing you can ever do as a Jhin. And it applies not only on the ultimate, because it applies on the whole play style as a Jhin, because Jhin is not a super mobile champion. He kinda is, but at the same time he is not, because he does not have a dash, for example, as Lucian or Zeri. He does not have a jump like Tristana. He cannot disengage fast, except for his flash, his spell, he cannot disengage fast. So for example, if you already use your flash, you only can rely only on your traps and your second ability. So you should know how to use your traps properly and how to use your second ability the way that you would not get caught by the enemy. Here I will be dead and I will die here super stupid. You know why I will die here, guys? You will just see in a moment why I will die, but I will just tell you why. Because I missed my second ability right about here. Boom, I missed and I just, basically I'm just dead. So you see how it's crucial to hit your second ability properly, because if I would hit this ability, I probably would kill Zeri. I probably would kill her. But I missed and I got killed. So if you want to master Jhin, you really want to master this ability. This is a super important ability. So, for example, let's imagine you're a Jhin, you don't have your flash, and an enemy is chasing after you. What you want to do is you want to throw the trap behind this enemy, so it will slow this enemy, and after you slowed this enemy, you want to use your second ability. Why this way? Because if you're just starting to learn Jhin, it will be just hard to hit your second ability without a slow. But if you slow the enemy, it will be easier for you to stun this enemy with your second ability because the enemy is slowed. Everything is easy. But when you will be a little bit more experienced, you will be able to stun your enemy after your basic attack. So your basic attack, your second ability, your first ability, you hit the trap and you run away. It also is working good when you use your second ability like here after for example, Nami's bubble. So Nami landed a perfect bubble, I used my second ability, and that's it. The life for an enemy has ended on this point. Here will happen the same thing, look. I waited until Nami will hit her bubble, then I used my second ability, and Zeri just didn't have anything in her disposal to be able to run away from us. Because it's just too much crowd control on the single champion. It's just too much crowd control. About spells, what I like to use on Jhin is, of course, Flash. You just use Flash on any ADC, any ADC, and also you use Exhaust. You maybe also sometimes people use shield, sometimes people even use dash. Dash is how you call it, the blue spell when you run with the increased movement speed. I just don't remember how this. Let's just see the team fight and I will continue. I think I will execute somebody here. Some poor guy will die because of my collector here. Look. And this is Urgot. Yeah. By the way, he got executed when he was really low HP. Because he is a tank and he has a really big amount of maximum health. So it really takes a longer time for Urgot to be executed by my collector because he really has a lot of health. So this collector basically is a cool feature against ADCs because they have a really small amount of HP. So yeah, just a cool thing to know about the collector. So yeah, sometimes people use I'm sorry, I need to drink a little bit. Oh, my throat is dry because the weather in Israel is just crazy nowadays. So sometimes people use shield, sometimes people use this movement speed, but I don't really like it because I like Exhaust, because it's again very good against enemies who are chasing you, because it really helps to get rid of them, and it also helps to catch up an enemy who you are chasing and to help to kill these enemies who you are chasing. So Exhaust on Jhin is a perfect thing. And as for enchant, I also usually go for stasis because Jhin, he does not like crowd control, just like any other ADC. Jhin does not like crowd control. Here is a perfect place to ult, and I will execute Zeri. Poor Zeri. I hit, I think, 3 shots right at her face, and she just didn't have any chance because I had the dragon, the Elder Dragon, and also I had a collector. So the poor girl just didn't have any chance to survive. So yeah, Jhin doesn't like crowd control, so you also want to buy stasis. You also want to always buy stasis. No matter what, you also always buy stasis. So for example, any stun came to you, for example, Lux used her first ability, or Renekton stunned you, you instantly click on the stasis and you wait until your team come to help you. Or you will have time to think what to do, or you will have time to flash away if you have a flash, or you will have time to land your trap and then to stun an enemy with your second ability or anything else. But stasis is a really cool thing for any ADC out there, so just always go for stasis. This is a perfect thing for any ADC. And I already have 12 kills so far, and I bet this is very frustrating for an enemy, because I can feel and understand how they are tilted because of my collector thing. But you know, it's kinda cool that you can execute the enemies that easily, but it also kinda makes the game less fun and less challenging to play. You know what I mean? The game becomes easier for noobs and less fun for good players. This is the thing that I don't really like about this new adjustments, the new changes, the new collectors, the new super overpowered items. I don't know, guys. Write in the comments what you think about all this, and wait a second, the video did not end yet. I got MVP, by the way, and also I want to show you my stats, and also I want to show you how much damage I dealt. Let's see how much damage, and it's 33k damage. By the way, Akali made 37k damage, which is more than me, but still. Anyways, by the way, Kai'Sa also dealt. Kai'Sa jungle nowadays is a meta, especially in a new upcoming patch 4.2a, which I'm going to make a video about, so stay tuned. By the way, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to the channel, because it really helps me to grow and to grow the channel. So I see you very soon. Be happy, be healthy, and continue playing. Bye bye.